protective cover for the helm was falling apart, was getting all unsewed. So someone has to do the job. Someone would say that I'm the worst seamstress ever, and that's actually true, but even I can do this type of job.
Meanwhile, back in the boat, my wetsuit's falling apart. Don't try this at home, people. Not because it's dangerous or anything like that, but because it's a futile endeavour. But it's either this or swimming naked with my old fella swaying in the current, being a lure for a big fish. Well, I'd like to say a big fish, but alas, it's only a titbit for a tiddler. I still have some 5200 left over, so I'll be using that. It should be Aquasil, but I don't have any diamonds to buy any of that stuff. I'm using the top of sock here to keep the wetsuit from splitting apart more. When I try to remove the stuffing, I tear it some more. This repair will go up this leg and then down the other, I reckon. Now to put a piece of an old shirt on this, and we're done. Ha! What a joke. Alright, the dodgy repairs have all dried. This 5200, I've never used it before, but now I've used it on the ducky, and this, it's got some stretch to it. Usually these wetsuits, as soon as you tear it or they get old, they start tearing, or you get a tear in it, that's it, they're gone, you can't glue. Because as soon as you glue around the edge, it puts stress as you pull it on and it just rips just on the other side of the glue. So it's a bad situation. I'm just making a very feeble attempt to try and get this to work. We noticed a wreck over on the far reef, so I thought we would check it out by drone and to see whether we could get to it by dinghy. We tried to find the name of this ship so we could look up its history, but there was none to be found. According to an old Guna, it has only been here for a few years, which means anything from 1 to 15 years. It was wrecked in a storm when it lost power. All crew survived. Check out the arse end of that ship, full of bird shit and feathers. And same with the bird. I think a bird hit the drone there. Got to be careful about what you say about birds' arses. Applies to humankind as well, I guess. We could see from the drone video that we could get out there, so we thought we'd check it out. It was a little rough for Margarida though. What was that? So no climbing on the wreck today, so off for a snorkel. Well, eventually.
My years are getting the better of me, so I'm having a day off steering. I'm taking it easy, swimming slowly down until it equalizes properly.
Ears or no ears, Margarida is still the best crab spotter around, but alas, no find today. I don't know how she goes around practically naked and rarely getting cut by the coral. Speaking of which, that's mighty fine coral. So it's my turn to get dinner then, eh? Come on, Margarida. Better lift your game, sweetheart. So we're after snapper, and the aim is ambush and surprise, so we swim amongst bommies or cracks in the reef on the bottom. Look at the overhang here, we'll discuss this later. Every corner or T intersection is a possibility for a hit. This is my type of spearfishing, always have to be ready and on the bottom, and usually you only have a second or two to make your shot. Bloody awesome. In this case, I see him as he sees me, but so long as I stay on the bottom, he will remain curious, but I don't fin frantically after him and fight the surge. I wait for the surge to accelerate me to him and hinge me by a piece of luck. Not big, but perfect for the two of us for a barbecue. And this is the ledge. Not even 2 minutes has passed and a much larger snapper emerges. Ha! It is fun when you run into them face to face. Probably would not have shot it though, since it's only Margarida and I eating tonight. Why would I want to kill such a magnificent snapper and waste it? So it's back on the dinghy to get the barbecue happening.
Said we just caught an hour ago, mango salad, smoked roe from yesterday, and some avocado.
What's it like flying the drone?
Wait. It's not so difficult as Peter said. Well, it might be, because I haven't gone too far away because I'm a bit afraid.
Those trees? We try not to hit those trees.
Ah! Hey, Peter!
Oh, just over there. Let's get it behind us, towards the ocean.
Okay, wait.
So go right. Go.
Ah!
Try and bring it back.
Wait.
Get it over the sand just in case we run out of battery. But get it forward of us so we don't hit any trees. You're doing very, very well.
This is a bit... Oh, you saw that movement?
Yeah, there's a double. Oh, wow!
Wow. Okay.
So what's the verdict?
So the boat that just stopped by, they belong to the Congresso. Congresso, it's the government for the local government of San Blas for the Gunas. Gunas are the natives from here. In I'll go back when I'm talking to the guy, I forget, It was a revolution from the natives with Panama, the continent. They were more westernized, and they wanted the ladies, the locals, to get rid of all their culture, because they have a ring here, they have all their bracelets full of, well, other nations from their native stuff. They wanted them to become westernized and lose all their culture, all their traditions, and they were against it. So it was for 3 days. It was a big revolution, and they are like several. They are they call it a comarca. It's like they're a different region. They have their own laws. They pay special taxes. They're like their own region. And when we arrive here, we should go to Provenir. That's where the council of the Gunas are, and pay taxes to be traveling around the water. And we missed that part. So sometimes they went around checking if we have the permit. If not, we just pay the permit when they come, and that's what we just did.
And what's the verdict?
It's $20 for the boat, and then $20 per crew. And the last money that we have, that was
no joke,
precisely $60. That's what we had to pay. We have some coins. We are naked.
Well, you're not naked.
Well, stripped.
So in effect, we've just blown 3 weeks of budget, or two to 3 weeks of budget.
This was something that we had to pay. Now it's done, and it's a monthly permit. So if we encounter them again in a month from now, they will ask us for it. Yeah, that's it. We've done our duty.
Alright, so glad you can speak Spanish.
Money stripped, we head to Linton Bay to get cash and take the opportunity to do a big restock.